Hello, good morning. Good morning. My name is Daddy Chris, and this is Srtv London. As usual, I'll be joined with Srtv Abuja today. What do we do here? We will take a look at the newspapers and talk about critical issues that is of national importance. On today's show, we've singled out a very important topic. There's something first that is important to a human being. Life. Most important thing for us is our life. We need to have a life. If you don't have good health, you can't eat. If you have good health, you can't dance. You can't take a woman. You can't do nothing. So everything that is number one for me in this world is my health. And I love one guy in those days. He opened a chemist in my place and he called it health first. And I agree. Today, we're going to look at the business of health in the country. Luckily, I happen to live in the United Kingdom at the moment where healthcare is free. I mean, you are entitled to life. That is what the government is saying. Now, one of the things you are entitled to as a British citizen is life. And they do everything humanly possible to make sure they give you that services for free. It's expensive. I'm not saying that every country should do that. But if we understand the basic concept that the most important thing for us as a human being is life, perhaps every single government in the world will take it as an utmost responsibility to make sure we have healthcare services among us. It's our money. We contribute money to a purse and we put you there to run it for us. So it should be addressing the most important thing for us, which is health. In fact, if you don't have health, you don't mind if they kidnap you because you're going to die anyway. So it is important that we look at this issue critically today and with open mind and ask ourselves the state of healthcare in Nigeria. We're looking at Nigeria. Today, I want to focus on India. India, I have already leaked some of the secrets, And that's going to be the basis of our discussion. The Indian healthcare is expected to reach over 610 billion US dollars. Multiply that by 1.5. Mary will do the arithmetic for us when the time comes. Mary, try before you join the show today. Try and multiply 610 by 1500. Multiply it, and we'll do the arithmetic. That will be the amount in trillions that the Indians are making from healthcare. And most of these Indian services are not only within India. Of course, they have a very huge population. So now a lot of people go to India to go and take treatment because they've got the services. So my question today is, what will it take for the Nigerian society or for the Nigeria to be the father of Africa or to be the senior brother in Africa and take on the lead by providing healthcare for themselves and the rest of Africa and perhaps the rest of the world? That would be the question we need to ask ourselves. We must learn to address the issue of the Nigerian state beyond what the government can do for me, the thing I can eat today. I always give that instance. I know we love to, we are very individualistic people. It's only me. One of my junior brothers said to me, he said that so you say it's me. What about them? So that is the question I ask you today. If you can afford healthcare, if your money can buy it, my brother, you will die before you get to India. Can you build the hospitals that will treat you? The answer is no. Don't you need the government to build the hospital? That's why we have we. We, not me. Let us think we. And when we think we think Nigeria, we think Africa. We think of the world as a whole. And that is the topic. That's the basis of my broadcast. I try to move out of me into we. And when it comes to we, I start with your state. Because the states can come together and do something fantastic on healthcare. I was taking a look at the richest state in Nigeria today. I found that Lagos is number 1. Rivers is 2. My state, Delta, is 5th. Maybe I don't know where your state is. We're going to look at that statistics today. But I'm very sure this state can do something when it comes to healthcare. The question, are they doing it? Okay, the federal government of Nigeria can certainly do something. The NHS in the United Kingdom is painful. It's not easy. It's a hard task. but they've made it a point of duty to provide healthcare for their people. What are you doing as a government? So that's some of the things we're looking at today. And I'm sure there have been one or two reforms in terms of primary healthcare, but perhaps that's not what I want to look. I'm not looking at the services in the country. I'm looking at what the business of healthcare can do for a nation. Like India now is making a hell of money from people coming to India for treatment. Now, when you go for treatment in a country, this is the beauty of it. I'm going to bring Mary quickly in before I talk about that, so that we can look at Mary. You know, Mary will always come up. You know, this guy has a way of doing things these days. She has this new hairstyle. So she's commonly always dazzling everybody in the morning. Mary, let us look at you. Look at her. All right, now.
No, that be Chris. Remove me, let me come back. I don't understand what I'm.
She said I should remove her first, you see, because she you know, women, these women know what they are doing. You know, they come purposely. You know, in those days of Jezebel, they say Jezebel. That is you call her all name, but she was beautiful in a dangerous way. That anything she said, the man will do. You cannot be ugly and be Jezebel. I mean, the name appear very demonic, but Jezebel was a very charming woman. So she has a weapon. She knows her weapon is charm, a charm for men. Anyway, hopefully we'll have Mary back shortly and we'll be looking at the business. I was trying to say something that the business of healthcare.
I think it's better now.
Yes, welcome, Mary. The business of healthcare should be more than that. I was trying to look at you first so that everybody will take a look at Mary this morning. So when you're talking, they're not looking at only what you're saying, they're looking at your picture. Let's see Mary again.
I've already talked about the first, the richest state in the country. You even said Delta is fifth, right? I was even thinking it's fourth. But funny enough, my state didn't even emerge the first 10. Like from number 1 to 10, you can't find my states. You can't find any. So I really don't know what they're doing, what they'll be doing there. So,
and Mary, you know the funniest thing there, that's why I always talk about Enugu State, you understand? I mean, even as a child of history, let me just quickly go into that. As a child of history, you find out that when the British came, Enugu was number 1. Maybe because Azikwe was there. But it's not about that. They discovered coal. If Enugu can say, let us go back to coal, or there's so much resources in every single state in Nigeria. I've not seen one. You know the funniest thing, Abia State, they have oil one. I think they have some gas deposit, but forget about that. They have the biggest mindset of businesses, you understand? And that can be the hub of the business. Commerce is key. Commerce is what the Igbo man has done. You know, those days, Mary, where we're going to secondary school, there's a course called commerce. It's different from economics. You have to go to commercial school in those days. They send you to commercial school. The commercial school they were sending us to learn typist, to become a typist, you understand, to type and be secretary. But commerce is different from that. Commerce is about exchange of goods and services, which is some of the states. In fact, you agree with me that maybe the natural resources in Anambra may not be, but Anambra have the richest set of human beings in the world.
The thing is, how can these states be rich where the people are not even in the states? They've gone to other states.
That's the problem. Because the Anambra
people... It's not rocket science. You understand? You cannot give out or have what you don't, once you don't put your effort into. You understand?
Exactly. Anything you don't, anything given to you that you don't respect, you lose it. If you have help, you don't respect that, you lose it.
If East becomes one of the poorest states in this country, I will not be surprised, because nobody to develop the East. You understand my point? Nobody to develop the East.
But that is one culture you guys have. You like to be in Lagos. You guys love to be in Abuja. You're everywhere. You're everywhere. In the north too. That's why when there's any trouble, is the Eastern people
they their effort in Lagos. I think there was a time they came up with this Igbo must go in Lagos. And I was just laughing, because if not that they had to put all their energy in Lagos, we won't be saying Igbo must go. But it looks as if maybe they've actually invested so much, they've actually done so much. And at the end of the day, if you say they should go, so does it mean you want to take over whatever investment they've had in that state? You understand what I'm saying? So it's so painful.
Yeah,
like there was a time somebody was I think I called someone during my culture show, and she was from the Anambra state, So I asked her, what exactly does the Anambra people do? Because when you call people, sometimes they tell you their states they farm a lot. They tell you the kind of farm products that they actually harvest or they actually farm in their state. But this one was actually telling me that the Anambra people don't farm that much. Now what they do in Anambra State is the automobile business. They are into
Okay.
business. Funny enough, I was checking through the richest state. They didn't even mark the first 10. The state that you say they are
Yes.
doing business. How many people are there doing the business? The same automobile that when you go to Lagos, spare part market, you see all the Igbos people there. It's filled with Igbo people. You see all of them Igbos. And you tell me that Anambra is doing automobile and spare parts. I don't really
I don't think Anambra is automobile, is the hub of automobile. It's gonna be Lagos because today you see why Lagos is the richest. The whole business is concentrated in Lagos. Anything you do, it goes into Lagos first. You know, all of us, I can tell you that all of us have a house in Lagos. Every single one of us you see here. There's hardly somebody, even abroad today, is not buying a house in Lagos. They have one in their village, but they put the best in Lagos. And
we forgot that one day these people will come back and tell us to leave one day.
Of course, they will. They will. They will eventually. You know, the only part I don't agree with is when a child is born in Lagos, it should be a Lagosian. You can't tell me that my child that is born in Lagos, you're telling me it's not from Lagos. Where is he from then?
Okay, now this will make you understand that there is a level to which you should invest in something that is not yours. That's what I'm trying to say. Because
I kind of agree.
Yes, I feel like you can't be investing wrongly. I won't say the Igbos having a lot of investments in Lagos is wrong, but I feel like they are overdoing the thing. There are a lot of Igbo men that they tell you the properties, the lands, the houses, the businesses that they own in Lagos. What if tomorrow these people say people should leave? You can't go with any of these things. Even if you want to sell, maybe
I
you
know.
sell it.
Maybe
So
that's what I said. They should learn from history.
something.
Igbo people must learn from history. They must learn from history. They have seen it before, and the country is even still saying the same thing. Yet today you have the Igbo saying they want to go because this is what happened before. The IPOB is saying they want to go, and this is what happened when Ojukwu said he want to leave, and the rest of the country were not happy with him, and that was what led to the war. So what if the IPOB movement or the Arewa movement or the Oduduwa movement come to a conclusion or becomes bloody? Where will you be? We don't pray for that. We want a single Nigeria. I believe in one Nigeria. I really sincerely do. I'm not joking about it. I believe in one Africa, not even one Nigeria. So to talk of one Nigeria will be insulting me. So one Igbo state, one Anambra state, or one Igbo region, or one Yoruba region. What? Nah, maybe
Yeah,
nah.
people actually frowned at it, and that was why no matter just died off. Tinubu frowned at
Yes,
it.
we don't need that. We don't need that. Not at this difficult time. We want to be together. Mary, in fact, the Bible said, I always say one thing, and people, the Christians always say, how you say that, Christian? I said the only time we were able to threaten God, only time, read the Bible, that human beings made an impact that threatens the heavens was when we came together in the Tower of Babel. Mary, human beings came together, they built house, they said they want to see God do. You understand? And you see the power in it, because we came together, there was so much energy in that coming together. And we were so determined. We were speaking one language. You see the truth? And language is very important. We were speaking one language. God now said, see these people. If we leave this guy, they will come to us. They will challenge us tomorrow. Let's just speak different languages.
The unity, right? The thing
Yes.
is that's true. That's true. But at the end of the day, why did God fight our unity? Why did he have to give us different languages?
That's a good question. No, but because Mary, I think yeah, that's it. I said the only time we threaten God. It's a big question. Why was God against the unity? Because maybe we're doing it because Mary, if God come this world, we forever kill her. Okay, let's be honest. We not kill God.
But we did.
We kill God. Jesus Christ came and we take our hand kill him.
Even the sin that made him to die, we are still committing the sin. So that's the problem.
I say, you ask a question. Why did God? Why was God against our unity?
If you are bent on saying you want to satisfy a human being,
if as divided as we are,
that means you are trying to say you want to give up your own life. You cannot satisfy a human being, whether you like it or not. That's just even
You
God
know what?
will just
You see the
accept.
peace God now got from it. Maybe I'm afraid to discuss this. The peace God now have from this world is, if we were together, right, we are saying the same thing. You know what we'll do? We'll be asking God question. God, why is this? Why is this? Why is this? Now we don't have time to do that because Israel they fight Palestine. Now God they ask question. They have enough trouble. The Igbo man say one break out from Nigeria. Now that will be the problem. You understand? We have our problem in Nigeria. So we have so much problem to deal with that we not feel they ask God, say, God, but why you create us call this word self? If you say the word our own, why you not leave out? You know, we ask questions, we're gonna ask God. But you know what? Everything God did was good. But maybe God say we serve. You know, Mary, you never give house to one tenant when they want to take over your house. Now, let me tell you this story. In England, if you move into a house now, say your landlord, you move into this house, and your landlord not going to talk to you, you know, after your rent, then a 1 year rent, agreement now I get. After the 1 year, you remain in the place. And you are no more paying rent. The landlord is saying nothing. You are there. If you stay in that place for 12 years, if there's something called unregistered land in England, you can possess this is your own. That's not good. And it will become yours, you know. So there is maybe what I'm trying to say is that God created us and we want to drive God from the world. You understand? Because the way God created the world, he created it and say, you dominate the earth. And we overtook it. We even tell God may not come. You read the Bible where Jacob, hold angel, say, I will never let you go until you bless me. Can you imagine? And when they take and they sing, I will never let you go unless you bless me. But you the first God take blessing. So take God come, we kill him. You they ask why God they fear us. God need to fear us. We are very well dangerous species. You understand? And that is the truth. So, but the beauty of it is when we come together, Mary, there's nothing we cannot do.
That's true.
And in my short time on earth, you know, I've seen the power of coming together. In fact, that was why they formed the Organization of African Unity. Because in our Organization of African Unity, now for mouth, Oyibo don't want us to unite. So when the people like them, Gaddafi came up, they came up with African Union, which is the reformed Organization of African Unity, so that we can have a proper union the way the European have. You know, European, they have the
There's
European
no
Union.
African unity now. There's no African unity.
No, there's not. There's not.
There is
We don't
not
have
because
African Union.
South Africa does not want to see Nigeria. Ghana will come and insult Nigeria and they are falling. You get my point? So I can't really see any African unity here. There's no African unity. Even with the Africans are not united. So why are we going to be blaming the British at the end of the day? What are we blaming them for? When we can't even be united on our own as Africans.
It's called leadership. If our leaders, you know what they did here in Europe? They were so divided. Though. The people they were killing themselves. It's not only true that it's only Africa that killed themselves. You saw the one in Yugoslavia. These people they kill themselves too. Today now you see Russia pouncing on Ukraine. They kill themselves. It's not only Africa. The only thing is the leaders are able to come together and say, listen, that's one thing that is threatening them now. That coming together, maybe God is against it because they're going to ask God questions. Because as the Europe is coming together, they will try to form together. The question I ask them is, why alienating Russia? Why not add Russia to be part of the European Union? What is the point? What are you going to lose? You understand? Because Russia could be part of the European Union. You guys will be more powerful. You know, you don't find friendship in America, which is far from them, than Russia. And I say, I don't see it. Why don't they just come together and then maybe Russia and the whole of Europe will become one? And then slowly the world will become one. The world unity is the word that is really important. Because since Europeans come together, they've made a lot of progress. A lot of progress, Mary. The Dutch mark, which was nonsense, is now a very big money. Anyway, we're not going to talk about the unity of the world today. Let's leave that for another day. But let us look at broad. Look at so Mary, are you supporting that Nigeria should you want the Biafra to go?
I'm not. I've said it countless times that I'm never in support of it, because whether we accept or whether we agree or not, if the East, even if they are allowed to go back to the East, like own the Biafra, as they said, they are still going to have issues. I know what I'm saying.
I know.
Going to
I
have
know
issues.
it was when I got to your area, they found that some people come from Abakaleke, that they are not true Igbos.
That's what I'm
Even
saying.
within this,
That is why you now see that Anambra person will be struggling to be president. Enugu person will be struggling to be president. They will now know that they are not one. Enugu will not be supporting only Enugu person to be the president. Anambra will be supporting the Anambra
I
person. You get that point? There will still be disunity at the end of the day, but we tend not to see it that way. But that disunity will
Mary,
still
come to
be
my area. Come to my area. The Yoruba man with the Shekiri man, they marry every day. They live together. You can't see the difference. They know they agree. They're ready to kill themselves today. That's why we don't have a state capital. You understand? Our capital has moved to Asaba. We they fight, break it for nothing. Anyway, we're going to take a look at. But unity is the best, but we can't achieve it. Maybe that's how God wants it. Let's take a look at some of the papers today. Mary, like I said, the topic of today is the business of healthcare. Before we look at the papers, I think Guardian gave us a little bit of hint into what we're talking about today. But let's just take a look at what healthcare is. Like I put the first picture, or the first message is that Indian health industry is expected to reach that amount. And I said Mary should do the arithmetic for us. I know it's going to be a lot of money, man. And this money, I know India is way bigger than us, so we can't compare in that they are, what they make is what we can make. But I wish we can make half of this. Our health industry, instead of bringing people to come and treat us, or people to come to Nigeria for treatment, we are going outside for treatment. And that's the problem. Now, not only that, the few medical doctors who would have stayed in Nigeria to administer treatment so that we can have people come to the country to get treatment, they are running out of the country. We call on Japa. Wahala day. Remember Wahala day. You see, like I said, the simple economics, and I talk like a layman, the business of buy and sell only exists when you have something to sell and the other person have to buy. I am sure everybody in the world wants treatment. So that business, there's a demand. You just imagine, my people, that if Nigerian hospitals are so good, I'm sure many people will leave the rest of the African countries and come to us for treatment. That and the senior brother will they talk about. You say you're the biggest country now, the biggest black nation on earth. What do they offer them? Hey, big brother, why not you put small? You know, when they come home in those days, my younger one, I must make sure that I get small. My children want to go home now. If I not carry a lollipop, they say, Daddy, what do you bring? Come on. We should be able to be the senior brother we are talking about. And if we do that, we'll actually be making money. I don't want to talk about the food we can provide for the rest of Africa and make money. But let's talk about having good hospitals. Like I said, the economics of demand and supply. And international trade said that by the time your export is more than your import, you are a rich nation. If what you're giving out is more than what you are taking in, today, Nigeria don't give out anything anymore. Other than oil, we don't give out anything. And I look at the level of educated people in Nigeria. Let's look at the health professionals. When you look at the high level of medical professionals in Nigeria, and you imagine the state that we don't even have, no, when we say that, let's talk about the facilities. Every Nigerian hospital, every Nigerian university, at least, don't forget about the general hospitals now. You guys have buried that one. We have the specialist hospital, which could be in the form of the teaching hospital. Go to UBTH. Go to LUT. These are institutions intentionally designed to provide high-level care services for us Nigerians and the rest of the world. But you guys, are they here when our president is sick? Buhari, when they laugh so, now the pump when they pump am for UK, now we can see they breathe. Not be Nigeria. Now they change. They go don't change. Maybe they'll just change the penny self. They don't change the Baba, now make us see the break. But the bottom line is, you know the funniest thing? Don't be surprised the people that treated Buhari abroad, that part of them are Nigerians. Yes, the people that treated him abroad. So you can imagine that you have Nigerians coming abroad here to come and work here, and you are now coming to this same abroad for treatment. Do you know that, like I said it before, the reason I know that is 90%, if you go to most of these private universities today, which is where most of your children are coming to study, your child is not going to Cambridge. Those are the main, they're not going to Oxford. They're going to all these private universities set up by these private Indians and some people. Unfortunately, Nigeria don't go business. This generation of Nigerians don't do business. I was looking for the private university owned by Nigeria in the United Kingdom. I never see one. When I hear me, Mona no vessel that decrease they talk. In math big. I said I've been in the UK. As I look around, I've never seen one private university owned by a Nigerian. They swear for us. The business is a very big business. Now let's talk about the healthcare. The hospital where we talk, so very few of us not even get GP. When get GP practice, there be GP that they go work for hospital. When Indian man set up, no, we get problem, man. That our weakness is here. Now, Buhari will carry your president come here. Indian man will treat him. Now they collect the bulk of the money before they go reach government money here. So you can imagine where we are as a people and as a nation. And we say we'll be, I don't understand. I like this big, we like to prove that we are very intelligent people, but how can you, an intelligent man don't get money? Which kind of intelligent he be? I ask most of my lecturer friends, I say, when I go reach there, they say, we know book, we are this, we are intelligent people. And I say, but how come that you cannot convert your knowledge to money? Listen to me. How come that you cannot convert your own knowledge to money? That is not real knowledge. If I'm a lecturer, I'll be writing books. I will not be giving handout to rape young girls and my students. I'll write books. Do you know that you lecturers, some of you now delve into theater art, especially those in the theater art. They become theater artists. They join the Nollywood industry. Tell me which industry you find yourself that you cannot be productive outside the academic institution. I said the way the healthcare is, that is how they made. In fact, let's look at the law firm. Every Nigerian university can actually be offering some pro bono services. We'll come to that one another day. But we not do well, we not do well, my people. We not do well. We need to do better. Mary, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes. What today is it's a very touchy topic for me, because our president was sick. They kind of come here. We never know say Tinubu is sick, but Tinubu doctor not in Nigeria. He dey here.
And that's those images about the healthcare. When you see India on healthcare, you see the difference with the UK. Then go down to Nigerian healthcare and see the images there. For you to know, if you go to general hospitals, you know that normally as patients, you are sick, you are supposed to be on a bed. This is people on the floor. Like,
Mary, I didn't want to show that one. So I didn't want to show that one.
That is how they struggle. That is how they struggle.
I showed this good image. This one looks better for us. Not the only way. You know, it gets so many things you cannot show to the rest of the world. Mary, when I saw those images, I refused to show them because I said, I'm not going to show those one at all.
Because this one is the one
the one that we are on the floor, I removed them, not verse. So some of these things are not something you want to choose. They say, that decrease, that's all that people be. No, it's not good for me. It's not good for anybody. So, but we need to face it for what it is. That's why I say to myself, as a filmmaker, I'm having to strike between balance of saying the truth and projecting the image of a place where I come from. It happens in broadcasting as well. We make those decisions every day. As an editor here, because I edit, I say what comes out, what should it? And at a point in time, especially when you run your own show, you have to decide if this is good. You're fighting, should I say, should I not? When you don't say it, people think they're doing the right thing. So today, and that's why somebody called me yesterday, they said that because you like to insult people. I said, no, at the verse. I don't have problem with Tinubu. I don't have problem with my governor. But the things you are doing and they praising you for it is annoying. Maybe the problem we have, sir, is I'm used, I've seen great things. I cannot accept rubbish. It doesn't mean you are an evil man completely. But can you wake up and try and understand some of the things that we need to do? Do you know how much the Nigerian health industry can make for us? India is now making 610 billion yearly. And your people, they go there for treatment. Now, I came on the show and I told you, Nigerians, that we spend close to 4 billion yearly. 4 billion naira yearly. Now we carry go treat ourselves. So we never had president. Oh no, not the ordinary people. If they ask you the president, maybe Buhari treatment that time. No how when Buhari treatment no go take up to 500 million pounds when they treat only one man. We get an oil money. Buhari you work, you get the money. Buhari you work. Where did Buhari work the money? It's not our money. You see, these things we're doing, it's difficult to say it. You know, at Tinubu, I know where you are sick, Tinubu. From your private jet, that's why you need the private jet, so you will quick fly quick. You know, if you wait.
And that's why they say Obi doesn't want him alive. Because people are complaining that private jets should not be the major problem by this time. That the country is actually suffering. We're talking about
of course, but this is the truth, Mary. This is the truth. That's the gospel truth. Where would you be buying that kind of yash or buying private jet when the same time you say people should adjust? You say there's no money, that there should be no oil subsidy, there was no this, but you are misbehaving.
That's it.
Well, all I want to say is to Nigerians is, please let us take our mind from those things. This is the reality of our time. This will be the story we will write about them, about them, Buhari, about our leaders. But we can do better. This current House of Assembly must sit up and address one issue. And that issue is the economics of the different sectors. Which is what I try to bring on the show now. I've done one, I've done two, I'm doing three. I came the first day, I talk about the business or the economics of football. I reminded Nigerians the potential of the young people, the viability of the Nigerian Television Authority, and so the job that will be created if we come together and make football a business. And now, young people from across Africa will be coming to play football in Nigeria. They won't be going to Europe. Must they come to Europe? And now, how do you make money? Don't you learn from Europe? Europe have given you the template. UK has shown you. The Premiership is a big example. They film it, and the only reason you are supporting us now is not television. You reach here. So, and all these things, we can do better. NTA can do more. We have the young people to play the football. We have NTA to film it and give to us. And are you not looking for content? Don't you want to sit down at home and watch beautiful football? Don't about that.
They don't have the power of their own now. It looks as if they're operating under a particular guideline or guardian or under a particular law. It looks like people are so uninterested in listening to NTA news. I know what I'm saying. Because when you say things are going wrong,
yes, I know, but it's not the fault. It's not. But it's because NTA does not offer you anything. Listen, if NTA they show you football, maybe it's a television station. You know how many things NTA is underutilized. That's why they have program in Igbo, program in this, because all they're doing is that they hear politics they play. No, give people what they want to see. Give us a program in football, only a channel, only showing Nigerian Premiership. You understand? Only Nigerian Premiership. You will see how people will patronize it. People will start watching NTA today. Or you create a channel to show only Nigerian movies. You acquire this movie and you show it. But Netflix come and do it for us. That is another thing. You see, there's so much NTA can do to make money. They are not. Anyway, so today we're talking of the business of health. So let's not deviate. Imagine if our medical doctors, Nigerian government say, okay, or the state government, because it's not only the federal government now, can say we want to invest in health. This year, we will spend such an amount of money in my state on only healthcare. That I'm not going to do, I don't care, not be primary healthcare. I want to build a hospital that will be so standard that the world will come. Ibori tried it during his time. He built the teaching hospital. They spend money in the teaching hospital. Mary, do you know the facility in that teaching hospital? Some of them are not here. To get oxygen in UK, they see they fix it for your nose. You understand? When you go to some hospital here, they see fix it. But that one are from the world, they will just plug and put them for your nose. That was the state of art that we had in Ugara.
I can actually understand that most of the government hospitals, they are nothing to write home about. But can we also see it from this aspect also? The government hospitals, they don't offer you free medical care, right? You still pay for it, even though at a lesser price. So the money that these patients pay, because people float into government hospitals because they feel like it's cheaper. So the money they pay, what do they use it for? Even though the government are not actually working on it.
Yes.
What do they use it for?
This is exactly what we're saying. If it is, because Tinubu is collecting so much money from oil money don't poison Tinubu. He forgets say this hospital. If we collect this money, we put them back, the hospital will be doing better. Do you know it's the chief medical directors of this hospital that are looting it? Or some fools in the hospital. The money does not get to government. The money is not used. It's not splashed back to the hospital. That's why the hospital is like, have you been to the general hospitals? No electricity. How can you pay for drug today? Tomorrow they not see money to buy a generator for the place. No diesel. They not see money to buy diesel, but people they pay.
Have you seen their bed space? Have you seen the roof? Sometimes there are some government hospitals you enter, it will be so scary. Like you'll be like, oh my god, is this a shrine? Like it will be so scary for you. If you see the ceiling,
yes, of course, it's a shrine. People don't die. Some people don't die. You know what they talk? I like what you talk. So our general hospital na shrine. Raphael is about to join us, but it's like his picture is horrible.
Okay.
They say our hospital, those people now, when the hurricane they come, you say that people when they throw for sea, because they give the hurricane better name, Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane this. Maybe people when they don't throw for sea, when they carry them go as slave, now their spirit they call fight. People that have died innocently in our hospital, they are angry, their spirits are fighting. They're not supposed to die in that kind of state. So they are angry. So the spirit is fighting in that area. Whether we like it or not, and they'll continue to haunt us until we do things better. You can't kill your own people, Nigerians. What is going on now is we're killing them. Only the few who can afford it are going abroad. But my message today is, imagine how much Nigeria will be making if we have every state will now create a standardized hospital like Burundi and maintain it. Do you know how many people that were coming from everywhere to go to that Ugara hospital? They don't care the color of your skin. They don't care who you be, provided you feel they treat them well. Here, maybe the people treating Oyibo when not like us, black skin, they don't care. When it comes to treatment, they know they care. They say they will talk to you well because they don't say you want to save their lives. You understand? So it's not about the color of your skin or where the hospital is the services. Where do they go find for India before? If not the hospital treatment that they're giving to you, do you know how many of us go to India now for treatment? And where are we as a people? Nigerian government, let us understand this, that we can change our narrative. We don't need to abandon these beautiful services, this whole teaching hospital that is going across the 36 states of the country plus the Federal Capital Territory. Look at how many universities we get. Look at how many teaching hospitals. Look at how many general hospitals. Imagine we revive this. You don't even need to do something, the facilities are there already. I mean, the buildings are there. It's to change it, standardize it, and begin to offer beautiful services for the rest of the world or the rest of Africa. Tell Africa that there's good treatment in Nigeria. People will come and pay us and get treatment and we'll be making money. Our doctors will not need to fly away again. They're not going to go India. They're not going to go Saudi Arabia. They're not going to
fly away. We always think our doctors only go to the UK. Our doctors only go to the US. That's not it. Do you know that our medical practitioners also prefer to work even in the African country that is not Nigeria? I know of a medical doctor that is actually working in Liberia. And I was asking him because I wanted to bring him on the show.
Liberia,
yes, he's complaining about busy. I said, don't you have like maybe a second because I know that doctors, they used to be on shift. Sometimes the other doctor will come, you understand, why you be relieved. He said no, that he's a dentist. That was what he signed for when he came there. and that is very, very busy. And I said, reason that you are so busy, so I don't get, if it's Nigeria now you want to go on the ship. He said because he knows that he's getting the money he's working for. And I said, wait, I don't understand. Liberia is not African country. I said, so how do you prefer to work in Liberia instead of Nigeria? He said it is because the system in Nigeria is not working. That is we that is downgrading them. That in Liberia that they pay him in dollar, because it is US that colonized those people. That everything that is working, everything he's doing is in dollars. He knows the amount he's making, so he prefers to be working there than to be working in Nigeria. And I was like, wow. Which means there are a lot of things we don't even know. People, we prefer to work in other African countries than here in Nigeria. No, it's never like this before now. It's really not sweet at all. Like, listening to it is annoying, it's sad.
But do you have condition of services in Nigeria? The condition of service in Nigeria is appalling. We're talking of a person, Mary, you know why? I on the last show I presented here, I think we should read the papers a little bit. On the last show I presented, if you remember, I said, I was able to give a very disturbing statistics. We said an average medical doctor in Nigeria earns 380,000 naira per month. Yeah, good. And that kind of figure should disturb anybody. I don't know whether it's my network that is misbehaving. I have to change it. We're going to go on a break because they installed some crazy network for me and they've not tested it well and it's kind of fluctuating. So what I want to say is, let's just put this a little bit of context and we'll go on a break, Mary. You see, the poor remuneration of the salaries, the rising insecurity in Nigeria, and inadequate facility for these doctors to work is making them, because, you know, like the doctor come here that day and tell me that, do you know what is it to see your own patient dying? Out of something that you could have been able to do, but you don't have the facility to treat them. That is what they face. That's why they die. Medical doctors die too every day. They have mental health. They're depressed. Mad with some people that studies.
Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience. Cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us by calling this number 070-6237-9915 or 080-7082-7331.
Okay.
Now,
this is better.
I've changed it. Yes, it's
The
going to
other
be
time
better
your
now.
face was so it's blue.
Huh?
The other time your face was showing blue. I was trying to let you.
It was showing blue, huh? Maybe it's the whole network thing. Anyway, so what is so annoying, Mary, is you see the amount of money they pay a doctor in Nigeria. 380,000 naira.
This one is just high.
Some of them will
Some is not up to.
The one that earn close to 1 million are those ones who are now surgeons. Can you imagine what is $1 million today? $1 million is not even up to 500 pounds. You paying a medical doctor that amount of money, where will he stay? Mary, a GP in the UK, which most of these doctors you have there are entitled to, will get 92,000 per annum. If you divide that by 12, the person is earning close to 7,000 something pounds per month. If you multiply that by 2,000, meaning the man earns 15 million naira a month, and you are paying him 1 million, which is not enough for him to even pay his bills. He can send his children to school, and he's a medical doctor, well trained. Must he stay there? The time, what did you go here? The tire for there, it go wrong.
Some say they tie your placenta in that place.
They tie the placenta. They tie placenta for that place. You know, it go wrong. You understand? So, in Nigeria, take placenta and go. You understand? That is what we say. You understand? It's wrong. And the government of the day cannot pretend not to know. I'm not even talking of the moral part of it. I'm not talking of the welfare. I'm interested in how much health care can make for Nigeria. Imagine say our hospital can't work well.
I just feel like to some point we need to kill this mentality that you have to be outside Nigeria to be successful. And because have you seen successful people in this country? Like I'm a believer of that, because I'm a believer of that I can be here and still do well for myself.
No, Nigerians. Listen, Mary. The funniest thing, the kind of money you make in Nigeria, you can't make it anywhere else. You know why? Because the system does not regulate those who are making money. It's only killing those who are not making money.
The thing is just get the right link. You understand?
No,
and just
the money.
Money.
Mary, there's no governance. Mary, the truth is there's no governance in Nigeria.
I don't believe that I must be outside the country to be successful. That is my
no, but if you're outside the country, the outside the country does not make you rich. Oh. It makes you comfortable. You're not going to be rich. In Nigeria is where you get rich. You know why? Here, I was telling you, we had a show here, we talk of inheritance tax. So even if you die, the money, 40% of the money will go to government. You are not going to be rich. Your children are not going to be rich. You understand? If all the money when the Mabaja steal, all these people, all these stupid men and women steal from this country, if they die, we take 40% back. We're not going to broke as we broke so. Because the money is in Nigeria. It's just in the hands of the few. There's no governance. Our Tinubu is so interested in collecting oil money. They are not interested in collecting this small money, which makes look at what we're not talking about healthcare. Imagine if the healthcare system was successful and we are offering health services within us. Do you know Nigerians will pay for? We spend minimum of 2 billion every year they go abroad. If that money stay within the country, you know there's something. And other people come, we can't treat them. We make more money, Mary. This is the idea of a government. This is what government does. A government does not think outside. The government think of the whole country as a whole, as a unit, as a business. I'm talking today, when I come on this show, I talk of the business of Nigeria. Not the business of the individual, the business of Nigeria. And it's different from how I think as a private person. If I come to do business in Nigeria, Srtv is so how Srtv is going to make money.
Because now, have you noticed that people that are doing well financially in Nigeria, if you notice, why is it that they only go to the outside Nigeria just for visits? Why don't they go there to base for years?
No, they go outside for treatment, Mary.
Sometimes just for visit. Why do they prefer to base in Nigeria? Why do they prefer to base outside Nigeria? That's another thing I've calculated. The rich ones, people that are financially okay, don't base outside Nigeria. They only come there to except some of them.
Why would they base outside Nigeria? Mary, they will never base outside Nigeria because there's money in Nigeria. The truth, we never said there's no money in Nigeria. I don't think anybody said there's no money. There's still money there. It's just that the money, from the government point of view, the money that is now coming from oil is not enough. And the other money which would have been used to run the affairs of the state is in the hands of the few. Let me speak this, Mary. This is the true problem of the Nigerian state. The oil money which they are getting, government is spending and they squander on. The small money which is supposed to come, which they're supposed to generate, government is not looking at it. So some private people who are in a position of authority, then they steal that one. Businessmen are not paying tax. That is an example of a state that is not governed. Make I repeat that English again. Make I take Robotoka. Igbo, tell them, Mary, that our problem is one. The oil money that is coming, Tinubu and the governors and the whole world, they squander that one. Number one problem. Number two, Mary, this is painful. The small money that will come from all these sectors, like if you look at the universities, the health system, our general hospital, the small money that will come from there, those who are there, they will squander them. Number three, businessmen are not paying taxes. How can a country survive? That is an example of a state that is not governed. I wish I see when it feels. So that is the problem of the Nigerian state. It's not true that we cannot make it. So if we want to make it, we need to think one. Okay, Tinubu, that money one at the squander, Mona not squander, and again, Mona stop. Then go to the number two people. Okay, general hospital, university, Mona make money, pay the money, make sure say we make money from there so that we can sustain it. Then we go to private people. You must pay business. Oh man, government. Other people want the big businessmen. You go pay your tax. If you not pay, my brother will get problem. Then private people should pay inheritance tax. If you die, we will collect money. The system will begin to rotate. It begin to regulate. There will be money to pay. All these things we are talking will begin to work. I go pay inheritance tax when I die. You understand? I pay my tax every day. You people not pay some more tax for income tax. Maybe you know how many people know they pay tax for this country. They're plenty. That's why you can employ somebody and pay him 20,000 naira. Government don't know. You're supposed to go prison, sir. You know, so these are the problem we face in as a country. Let's see whether we can get Raphael. Raphael is trying to join the show, but Raphael, you can't join the show like this now. Hello, Raphael.
You're not stable. Oh my God.
You cannot join the show like this, Raphael. We can't have him like this. You know, if he can put the phone down and somewhere we can have him. He can't join the show like this. Anyway, see, Mary, so the problem is these three. So today, when we know the three problems we have, actually four, we'll talk and we will say our own part. So we have the government, Tinubu, and the people that they misuse oil money. That is the one we see in the papers. Everything we talk about today is how the government of Nigeria squander our money. You understand? And the only money they are squandering, really, Mary, the only money government is squandering now oil money. Government don't see other money squander because they are not making it. Do you understand? So the whole money, yes. So the oil money when they come, it be like now poison you don't kill them. It looks
as if the wrong thing that happened or that we did wrong in this country was to have this oil that we had today.
Exactly.
So it has put a lot of things. It has made us to channel our energy on just the oil. Nobody wants to think outside the box. Nobody wants to think outside
Mary, the funniest thing, and it's not true that the other sectors are not there. Now, look at it now. Today we are talking about the healthcare. Imagine what the government will be making from healthcare if the CMB, the chief medical directors of these hospitals are working. You understand? You ask a question today, Mary, say, all the money they pay at the general hospital, they still buy drug. What do they do with the money? The same place where you buy drug now, there's no electricity. They cannot buy electricity. Somebody don't chop that money. If the money not, they charge a little bit more. Mary, by the time you charge people 20,000 naira, before you know, it becomes billions.
Because how can the government still be putting money in those government hospitals if the government hospital is not giving them money? Because the government hospitals, they have the highest crowd of people that come there for treatment.
You know what, Mary? Because the people, the small money when they come there, now the chief medical director and the people they chop up. So then are the problem number two. Even Tinubu not care because Tinubu gets enough oil money. He doesn't care about that small one. So that man, they live on that one, Mary.
Use it to even renovate or make the hospital to look good.
No, it's just Mary. Wait, una invest, not they pay school fees.
You pay, sure.
What they do with the money?
You pay. You even pay textbook. Textbook money.
Mary, what do they do with the money?
Tomorrow, you see here ASU strike.
ASU go on strike. What is ASU asking for? They're still asking money from oil money.
From government. So sometimes let's the government. I feel like the pressure. I'm trying to see from the government part as well, though. I feel like the pressure on
government
them.
Not get part.
Everybody, the whole governors are still collecting money from the government. All of them, everybody from the federal level, it's too much.
No, okay. This is our money. The money is not for the federal government. It's our money anyway. So, but what is the beauty of what we say?
No, it's like our money is not enough again, no.
No, it's not.
Everybody is paying on it, though. Everybody does. Everybody's paying our money now. No.
So this is the beauty of it. Today, we pay for services. Nobody asks where's the money. We pay even for JAM. Education alone, the money we make from JAM. Where's the money? That's why the person who is in charge of JAM is an automatically rich man. So the way you steal as a governor, that is why the head of JAM is a thief. The head of any hospital, now political appointment, VC, now political appointment. You know, you say VC, now government go appoint VC. When he don't become VC, don't go chop money because all the school fees, all the things where they come, who they chop on? Go to even Otefe Poly, my village polytechnic. Mary, if they make you rector there, you are a rich man. Because all the school fees, when the children they collect, what they take and do? Ask me. That they build new facilities for the school? The answer is no. That they pay salaries? Now government they pay salary. Which kind of system is this? Today, the hospital you are talking about, you go see every general hospital they pay small fees. Where the money? Because the government is making so much money. That is government. That's it. They be civil servant too. Now government see they pay their salaries. The money not rich now, my brother. Then let's talk on number 3, under the hospital sector. You won't even get private hospital. You don't steal people money. You know, say you know if you operate like that anywhere in the world. If you have a hospital in the UK, the amount of tax you will pay. How many of you people pay tax?
That's why I say it's
You
easy
don't.
to make money in Nigeria.
Let's see whether we can get Raphael. This is determined to join us, but see, Raphael, no, you know, you go if you want to join this show, you go serious small, sir. Anyway, so maybe we have this is the problem we are up against. Then you see, all we're saying there, me as a private individual, I've lived here now, I've known that there are certain money I will make. If I even to overmake them, I will go prison put. You understand? It's not your money, it's government money. The money belongs to the state. It's controlled by you. If you misbehave, we'll take them from you. The state must be that powerful to have that authority. That today there will continue to be anarchy if the situation continues. If the government continue to rely on oil money and squander it, the private people running our parastatals, let's put it that way. Do you know if they make you MD of Nigerian Film Corporation? Sorry, I won't mention my boy now. They just make Ali New as an MD. Everybody is expecting him to make a lot of money. But the truth is, they're supposed to make a lot of money, Mary. They have a school that's supposed to be making, they pay school fees at that place. But if they tell you the subvention government is giving to that institution, you will cry. They make money. Oh, yeah, money. Government is still putting money into the place. The question, ask them, what are they doing with the money? In Jesus' name. You understand? That's why when they give you appointments in the country, you are made. It's an opportunity to steal because government is not interested in what you generate. Even they still pay you. Where is the money coming from? How long can we survive this? Hospital, I will pay my small fee. Yet I will not have electricity. The chief medical director said money is not enough. Federal government don't tire, the money not reach. We need to sit up. And what is so painful is if we might have good hospital, people will come and patronize us. We will treat them and we'll make more money as a nation. It's a win-win for everybody. We need to come to that. We need to be sincere with ourselves and we need to face these challenges as a people. Nobody's going to do it for us. Mary, let's look at the papers.
Okay.
We start with Punch, right?
Yeah, I'll start with the Punch. Okay, the big story on the Punch says federal government blocks 83 billion naira protest funds, arrests political collaborators, and the rider says government uncovers $50 million crypto funds, blocks 4 digital wallets containing $38 million, and then pleased to declare foreign agents wanted, traces 4 billion naira to Kano, Abuja, Katsina, political bigwigs, and that's on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. Yeah, we have a story that says EFCC donates 50 billion naira crime proceeds to Nel Fund on page 2. NNPCL postpones Port Harcourt refinery kick off sixth time, and that's on page 19. 4.2 trillion naira foreign MOUs signed under Tinubu's, and this is coming from reports on page 3. Federal government unveils plans to bring back 12,400 JAPA doctors, and that's on page 7. 109 senators, 109 senators earn 1.5 billion naira annually, and that's on page 19. Yeah, we also have a story that says TUC backs 5 million naira monthly pay for judges on page 7. 16 confirmed dead in Oyo multiple crashes, and that's on page 5. NJC to select Ariwola's and successors on Friday, and that's on page 29. And these are all the stories we have this morning on the Punch newspaper. Punch is fine. Now, saying that federal government unveils plan to bring back 12,400 JAPA doctors. How possible is this? How? So the doctors that are already working outside Nigeria will come back on the name of maybe the federal government trying to make it right. I'm not sure they want to live wherever they are. I'm not sure they want to leave at this point to come back to Nigeria to come and do what? Well, you know that at the end of the day, we can't really deny the fact that our government is very, very unstable. It's not stable. It's not. Today they are saying this, tomorrow they are saying another thing. They don't even keep to their words because it looks like, okay, I heard the price of rice, right, will be crashed. But if you go to the market, it is the same thing, the same amount they are selling it. Like nothing is working, nothing is happening. So I really doubt if these medical practitioners want to live wherever they are, that they know they are doing well, to come back to Nigeria, to come back and work here in Nigeria. No.
But the question is, what is Nigeria actually offering them? Like with us, I just now, they tie their placenta for there. You understand? They tie and there. You know, these are human beings that have human needs. So I'm not blaming our medical doctors for Japan, but what I'm even saying now, government should do their business as a business. Maybe this is how it is. Me, I'm Daddy Chris. I think of my personal welfare and my family. You understand? The state, think of the state, and then the business. If I think of SRTV, I think of SRTV as a business. How SRTV will survive? I don't think of Nigeria. You understand? It is the business of the government to think of Nigeria. How Nigeria can survive. So it is Tinubu's job to survive the business of Nigeria. And that includes managing everything we have, making sure our people stay there and work, and those so they can be encouraged and make sure we're able to make money. Tinubu is not doing that. Tinubu is consumed with oil. You don't make oil money. You see all the things, the federal government block all this block when they talk. So now money when it comes from oil, you know, they think outside oil. If they think outside oil, the federal government will be asking how much is the general hospital generating. Where's the money? How do we use the money? How do we use it to do for the betterment of the place? Come on, man. How can you have that hospital? If you know if the hospital, general hospital for your place, now your place, you're not going to go and work. Imagine how much you make from that building and what you will do with the place. You understand? Imagine what you will do if somebody will open a mushroom hospital in his backyard. Chemists, they survive. Ordinary chemists, they make they survive. Yet a big facility like that does not survive. What is wrong? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. If a maker chemist with small to what they put for that, they are making money. Then they manage what?
Now, if you can see easy money, must the chemist not be a maker? Must it be?
But the one thing they said, I don't know.
I live by people, they like business,
They said that.
I don't know why even men are the high rate of people that do not believe to work for somebody.
No,
like
they don't.
They don't have to work for you. They don't know how to do those. Stock their shop with pure water. They'll be selling pure water just to make sure that
and they make more money. They make more money. But you know what the Igbo man never see? They never see government when they want collectors. I go pay if I become president. I go pay. But no, I won't kill the business because in the course of creating that job, you employ people. So white government will even give you some money. But when the business don't big, I will begin collect.
That's
true. You understand? When the business don't big, I will collect. But beginning, I will give them more money to help you grow. When they're not big, government go demand 25% from the money you they earn. You understand? But that way, it's better for everybody. Then Emeka is secured. And your chemist is not, you understand, you can drive on the road with good roads. I will be proving to you that the money I'm taking from you, this is what we're doing with it. And that's why all these boys are supposed to be kidnapping us and now they're doing this. You understand? You can make, in fact, like I said, the president is supposed to be a pastor. Telling us how to run the church. A guy, they come that day tell me, say, how do we run the church if we don't pay tithe? I say, that guy get good case. So Tinubu should come and tell us to pay tithe to the state, that the money is going to be used to run the state. Governors should be telling us that so that we'll be happy to give them this money. Right? But Mary, we've identified the problem today, and anybody that said he doesn't understand the problem of the Nigerian state, we've broken it down. I know if I own the general hospital in my place alone, give me that building alone, saying on my own, that place will turn to, in fact, it will be the best. Do you know if all those medical doctors, the chief medical directors, even if they get that hospital, they will not be going there because they're going there to collect for 3 years, or 5 years when they give them that appointment. So they are collecting so they can collect and go. They're not there to work. The government is not interested because the government is collecting oil money, they steal oil money. They don't think of that one. So we have a problem. While the chief medical director is collecting from the hospital, government is stealing, the chemist man, the people that enter the pharmacy are stealing. So everybody is just stealing. But at the end of the day, we're stealing from ourselves. At the end, no good hospital now. You not get job with the Zakpa. Who will be? You not get treatment, no better treatment. Who you they do? Government, they fight you every day. Young people, they street now say you not do well. Who that they find another decrease? No, because we refuse to do the needful. We are all at fault, Mary. We are all at fault here. You understand? And if the government can just say to the chief medical director, I give you that hospital run, I want to see the income. Maybe there's something we did now at Srtv. You will collect the money and let me have it. You understand? You make people in charge. You understand? You don't want to know. That is the money that's supposed to come. Collect it. Do you understand? And this work. You see, if maybe all we can say today, we'd like to think simple. All the time, and I repeat, all the time, the only thing we talk about really is waiting federal government don't collect. How they take, how Tinubu wants to spend money for so. You don't say that Tinubu, so then the small oil money when they come, when not reach first, Tinubu with his men, they go quarter that one, then on their own. Governor collect security vote. Big foods become, village food become champion. Today. Then all our medical directors, the universities, all the parastatals, name them, ministers. So you see the permanent secretaries, if they get chance, all the money where the ministry they make, where the money they go, some of them not they make up at all. Imagine now, maybe we use NTA for example. The DJ of NTA, you know they pay salary. Emily.
No.
All NTA staff, who they pay them? Not government. The question, NTA they generate money at all? Then a question for another day. How do you expect government now money, all your money to come run NTA, make NTA succeed? Where the money when NTA they generate? Now the question would they ask me that. If they're not they generate, why? They're not the see channels. If channels will they generate money, why NTA not go generate money? See, these are simple things we should be asking ourselves, maybe. This is the problem we face. And until we face them, we're not going to come up for this agony. Let's take the next paper.
I think we'll go with the Vanguard.
Okay.
So we have. Okay, the big story on the Vanguard says ballooning operating costs. NCC stakeholders kick as telcos threaten service outage. And the writer says telcos threaten to adopt and load a shedding formula in telecom services. NCC kick says subtle threats are wrong approach to tariff hike campaign. Subscribers will hold regular accountable if load shedding happens. And this is coming from NatComs. And all the stories on page 30 of the Vanguard newspaper. Here we have a story that Nigeria will use the climate change crisis to reshape economy, and this coming from Tinubu on page 27. Onayekan to federal government, neglect of youths. That is a ticking time bomb.
It's a ticking time bomb. That is a very big one.
Ticking time bomb.
You neglect the youth. You neglect them.
Anglican bishops play federal government's insensitive handling of end bad governance protests, and that's on page 8 and 31 of the Vanguard. Dangote refinery, why we reduce our stake to 7.2%, and it's coming from NNPCL on page 20. Hunger protests, attempted regime change, is coming from Council of States, and that's on page 8. Then we have a story that says protest, time to tell ourselves truth, Sule tells northern governors, on page 27. Okay, let me see the subjects of the Vanguard. Paris 2024 Olympic, Chukwu Merije admonishes athletes to focus on Los Angeles 2028 and Brisbane in 2032. Okay, these are all the stories you have on the Vanguard this morning. But my question
Mary,
is,
who are these 3 people that sit on that executive chairs?
okay, that's Tinubu in the middle. We have a Good Luck
On
and
the left,
Harry.
on
Yeah,
the
that
right.
was Tinubu actually called for Inakaku's meeting. I don't know if you heard about it. So Buhari and this person, Good Luck, they were among. That is a former president, Buhari at the left, Bola Tinubu in the middle, and the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, on the right. So that is the statement.
I would like to see Gowon there. No, I would like to see Gowon. I would like to see Obasanjo. If Obasanjo did there, trouble go there for that meeting now.
The
If
meeting,
Obasanjo enter this meeting, because you know what Obasanjo go do? Go tell Buhari, you are a boy, you're my boy. I gave you your first appointment. Shut up. You understand? Obasanjo, Baba did there. He go do them now. Baba for enter this kind of meeting. Why not invite Baba?
how
Why
will they
you
invite?
invite Baba?
How will they invite him?
You see? If they
So,
invite Baba,
so the meeting was actually held there yesterday. But my own is, I'm trying to understand something. Why is the Northerners taking this so protesting personal? If it was a Northern person that is there, will they be reacting this way? No, I want to really understand because
I don't like that argument.
no, but we need to speak the truth. I didn't see this energy when Buhari was there. But when Buhari was there, it was still this kind of thing we actually face. Like it was still difficult. We have been complaining and we didn't see this kind of step that they're taking right now. You get, because their own protest they actually held in the north was a kind of destroying people's property, taking people's property, looting of people's property. That was not protest.
Maybe there's more hunger in Nigeria now than that time. So there is more hunger today than then. And and don't forget that nobody raised a protest and the North did not join. The truth is the average Northerner is suffering what the Southerner is suffering. I know sometimes they use religion to douse the issue. They tell them, oh, in the name of Allah or in Jesus' name, like they tell you guys in the South, you fight each other. This has nothing to do with that. The average Northerner is suffering, the average Southerner is suffering. The problem we have is the people, these 3 men when they there, so therefore ask them what they did with the Nigerian state. The economy given to you to run, what did you do with it, Buhari? The economy given to you, good luck, what did you do with it? Baba for can't deal with them. You see, now only Obasanjo go get message for these 3 men. Baba, we want to hear from you. We see these 3 men here. You are missing. We would like to see you in that meeting. Obasanjo for ask them question. No, Obasanjo has become my man of late.
And I don't know why. It's not if Obasanjo is in the country, that's when he will attend that meeting. Because recently I saw him, I think he was traveling to one country like that for
if Obasanjo dey, Tinubu not go invite him. You understand? The problem of the Nigerian state, maybe I first start from Gowon when they pay Udoji. We need to bring them Babangida back. Let them tell us. You see, these leaders, it will be nice before they go die. Thank God most of them are alive. Gowon is alive. Obasanjo is alive. Babangida is alive. Thank God Buhari, you don't come 2 times. You understand? Because now your birthright. Good luck, there, Abi. These are the people that run the affairs of the state.
Maybe Buhari will come again. Who knows? Anything can happen. The next election will be very funny. Just watch now. That one will be very funny.
No, Buhari not go there that time. Don't worry. Buhari not go. I'm not just saying they get the same treatment when they get that time. He go soon die. Anyway, some of them go soon die. Don't worry. We want to get them now that they are still alive. Some of them go soon die. You understand? They need to sit down and say where they got it wrong so they can advise Tinubu not to come and sit down and say, you know what they pay me? They okay Tinubu that Tinubu, you are doing a good job. Good luck. You go there, you go okay Tinubu say the good job. Baba, more than wait for Buhari for the North, more than beat up small. For him to come into okay the good work of this government.
That's the problem now. You'll be creating an enmity for people. Imagine these people now, they're having their own meeting. Yesterday they held a meeting. And on this place, we'll be thinking that maybe Good Luck is not in support with Tinubu, or is not working with Tinubu, or Buhari not working with Tinubu. But it's actually not the way we are seeing it. Politics, I think the more you see, how you used to call it, or the more you see, the less you talk, or whatever the way they place that comment. Because I really don't understand. This is really not funny at all. It's really, really not funny.
Anyway,
okay. The more you look, the less you see. Yes, let me get it right here.
Well, the oh my God, that is scammer there on our platform. Anyway, the funniest thing is my people, we were just taking a look at the papers and we're looking at this big challenge. I would say this three, Baba. For me, I have a message for the three of them. You know, when you have this kind of meeting, have a sincere one. We will all benefit from it. You guys, from the time you got oil, the Nigerian state forget that you can generate money from any other stores. And every other money generated now goes into the pocket of the few. That is why most of the corporations have died. We have the Nigerian Shipping Corporation, is dead. The Nigerian Housing is dead. Are you telling me that if private people will build a house and rent it out and make money, government is building houses, they cannot continue to make more houses? Because they'll be making more money and they use it. How come that those money are not used? Where's the money? That's the question we're asking today. We're saying today that because you got oil, government, you've forgotten Tony Montana, this man in the Sin of a Woman, they tell him in bro, say, you have so you eat so much sugar, because the boy for the work for sugar came from plantation. He said you have eaten so much sugar that they forget the real taste of a woman. Anyway, let's see whether we can get Raphael. Hello, Raphael. Hello, Raphael. Raphael, laugh, come out. Raphael, laugh. I don't know what you want to do for Raphael.
That means can you hear me?
No, don't worry, we'll have Raphael another day. That background is not working. You go to the ugliest background in Nigeria, you say you join us, about what you will do now. Give us more credit, Raphael. Go to a better place and we'll talk to you. Anyway, we are about 30 minutes to the end of the show, so we want to make it 1 hour 30 minutes and close the show. Today, the big lesson or the big message is, because all I'm saying now, what I have summarized for Nigerians today, is you're going to see that in every aspect as we discuss anything. It's either the federal government that squandered the money, or those appointed to run other parastatals which are supposed to bring money, which government is not interested in now. No, have you heard how much the person in charge of JAM has made? A lot of money. You know how much they pay for JAM, Mary? You pay money to enroll for JAM. So a lot of money come into that wallet. Then government will come see add money. So when they make you head of JAM, you become automatically a rich man. Ordinary permanent secretary, when they make them to in charge of primary education exam, they become rich. Because they will collect small fees. Government is not interested. Even government will still send more money. The question we ask is, what are they doing with the ones they are collecting? Now, until we stop oil money being spread to this rubbish, we're going to die. Why would government be paying NTA? Why? Question. Why will government be paying? Why will oil money, not even government, why will oil money be used to pay lecturers? Without big institution, why is government money used to pay you? See, these are things, I know these are things. Why is our money, oil money, used to pay hospitals, doctors? Now, because we refuse to answer this difficult question, that these hospitals can actually make money, that in fact, when we talk of mismanagement, this is the true meaning of it. The head of NTA collects money from government. The Ministry of Agri collect money from government. Agriculture, when make money pass anything, when get all the potential to make more money than oil. Somebody when they Ministry of Sport, if government not pay them, they're not going to eat. Of course, it's the same thing now. The state, if federal government, if oil money not come, you go die just now. You go dry. May God forgive us. We cannot survive as a nation if we continue like this. The only solution is not far-fetched. We have to be intentional. The people in the National House of Assembly, you know what they do? They talk about rats in that place. Why are they not talking about this issue we're talking about today? What you see them, they're going to talk about reform. They're going to give us new national anthem. These guys, they don't get a job. They don't have job at all. They don't understand. No, the question, Mary, you know why this is interesting? If you come to a university in London now, the university is making so much money. So much money. And you know what? They are hunting for students around the world. They're not waiting for government money because they can make more money. And they're paying tax now to government. So government is now making money from education. But our own, now where they put money. And maybe if only you imagine what NTA can make for us. If you can imagine what NTA can make for us, the government could choose to have NTA like the BBC because that's what the BBC does. They give some free services. You understand? So they know it's purely for government, this is for propaganda. America, now they do that rubbish. CNN operates standard, makes money. Fox operates standard, they make money. For this new world, NTA should operate standard. Have a department for programming films. Only movies, Nigerian movies. They have a department for filming football and showcasing it. Imagine how much NTA will be making on a daily basis. NTA they don't need one single guy from government. They will be paying tax. They will give government money safe. But together today we sit down, they fold hand. Look at, go and count all the abandoned general hospitals in Nigeria. Imagine that we do them well and they start to make money. They'll be giving government money. Government don't need to pay them. And until we understand this, we're going to continue in this agony. Young people will be out there fighting. That's why I ask young people. You know, the question I ask young people is very important for me. What are you asking from the government? Are you people I pray you don't behave like the people, your lawmakers who say we should go and talk of national anthem. Our problem is not hunger. Our problem is the cost of hunger.
This brings to the question I wanted to ask you. Thank God I remember now. Is it a right thing? Is it a right thing for government hospitals? Let me say there's a patient there they want to treat and they don't have the drug. Like, is it a right thing for them to ask you to go and get the drug in pharmacy because they don't have it? Are they not supposed to have the drug? Are we supposed to be buying drugs? When you're in the hospital, you're buying drugs from the pharmacy.
Yeah, really. This is it. In the UK, it will be no.
Okay.
In the UK, because we have free medical medicine. But in America, you pay. And the government, we can tell you, if you want a better treatment, you go and buy this and you get this. You understand? But this is the one that is available. But because any responsible government will attach importance to life, they will try to subsidize everything the private man use when it comes to health services. The reason being, the money with the government is owned by the people. So if health is important, we need to give people life. So that's why government is putting so amount of money. But the money we're putting into the Nigerian one is not enough. It's not enough. So, and because it's not enough, we are suffering. Important sectors are dying. That is the problem. So the answer is a yes and a no. All right. But maybe the question you should be asking yourself is, why are the drugs not there?
That's the problem, because
Exactly.
how will you be in the hospital? But instead of the hospital to at least you should be able to get the drug from the hospital. They will still send you to go get it. So
yes.
it means
So
there's unavailability of drugs in our hospitals. There's unavailability of drugs. There is no drug.
And it's because it's not because where the private hospital, where did they get it? And why the federal government? Why the federal hospital? If anything the private can get, government cannot get it. Who says so?
Now you get my point.
I get you.
This is really sad. Honestly.
It is sad. And you know what I'm saying? Anything the private can get, government cannot get it. Where they for write up?
You go to most government hospitals, you want to go for a scan, they'll tell you it's not available there. They'll direct you to the private hospital. So does it mean the private sector is not doing well compared to the government sector?
But they're doing better, Mary. They're doing better. Isn't that what I'm saying? And you know why? The question I want to ask you today, Mary, is why do you think it's happening? Wait, have you not gone to private school? Private school is doing better than government school. The question is why. But does the private school have more facility than the government school? The answer is no. If you go, what did they mushroom university? Covenant, they call it, say university. Maybe one small room, they put AC. Come to our, you know the facilities when they Unibed. Can you build what is in Unibed? No human being, no private school today can build the facilities in Unibed. You cannot. You can't even the acres of land acquired by Unibed. You know, Unibed can be a village where they even do big farming. You understand? So, Mary, the truth is, the business of running a school, it needs to be studied before you appoint people to be VC. There's a school that there's a business running it. So the government should know that I'm going to subsidize education to some extent and later I'll start making money. Today now, UK is making money from education. They're no more putting money there. You understand? They remove their hand. A time go reach, you go there to hospital too. When the hospital don't standardize, when they make money from outside. In fact, you know what will happen? If every hospital here is asked to make money, you know what they will do? They'll be looking for treatment, people who are sick outside the country to come for treatment. So they can make their money. They make money from local people, they make money from foreign people. That's business. We need to understand. But today, maybe I asked you just now, all the corporations in Nigeria, all, quote me, all, they collect money from the federal government. None of them made it, not one makes money for the government. How you go take survivor? This oil money go fit do this one. How much you get when you they share like this? If you be like one man, you marry one wife, you say no, you they marry 50. You can't carry people 50 of married for house. Not be wahala. And you will carry face, you will carry face. You go to look which one, where do I turn? Nowhere to turn to. You understand? So the truth is, yes, the business of today we come to talk about the business of healthcare and understanding that if all our hospitals start to make money, small money. In fact, we're not saying even give the money to us, but at least if the small money they're generating in that hospital is now saved and put back into the place, at least they can pay their electricity bill. People know you go carry your wife, go born for hospital, and you go pay. The same way you carry generator come. Maybe you go buy drugs from one place come. Maybe which kind of thing be that? So if I am sick now, I go to Nigerian hospital. In fact, the smell of the place alone don't kill me. Can you imagine? That's why I will not go to a private hospital. But how long can we survive this, my people? We cannot. If not the university teaching hospitals, the general hospitals are all dead. Come on, man. The facilities in the general hospitals, what to do them? It's not to employ medical doctors and the place begin to function, clean the place well, make sure there's light, provide drugs. Is that not what we do at hospitals? In this 21st century, a facility like that is dying. Something is wrong with us. So maybe the question of today, which I want to leave to our audience is, why do you think our hospital is dying? Why do you think our schools are dying? Why do you think the NTA is dead? Because that one is not dying, it's dead. Why? It's because the money generated there are not put to use. And the government is not interested there because they collect oil money. That money too small for them. So maybe you see the problem. This is the issue. This is what I could think about. Or maybe there are more to it. Because nobody has monopoly of knowledge. But with this one, we're not going to come out of this. One musician from my place sings, he said the man say, if my family, wife and the children, I the worry, I say they won't go abroad. May run from there. As he prepare finish, he carry the same wife and the children put for motor to say they can. I say, now the same problem they carry follow body so bad. You understand? Mentality have to change. Rules have to change. The way we do things must be different. Our people in charge of medical facilities must act well. If a private hospital can make money, general hospital can make money. Like I said, if a maker went there for that chemist when they by your roadside, they feel they survive. How come that the general hospital don't survive? It does not add up in my book. Don't tell me when they go to general hospital, we know they pay, not free. We only pay less because we have that facility. In fact, Mary, what one person will provide and what we can provide will only be cheaper because we'll be able to do it better. You know, as a group of people, we can do things better. Okay, somebody said They are all dying because of corruption, full stop. I agree with you. But what the corruption we're talking about today is the corruption only from the government or from who? What corruption are we talking about? That is the point. The truth is, it boils down to management. Your Tinubu is making so much money from oil. He doesn't care about that kind of money. So the person in charge there is squandering the money. The person in charge of NTA don't need to account for anything. They make money at NTA is their own. They make money at the general hospital is their own. They make money at the universities. Maybe you pay school fees. You still pay school fees. Where is the money as who goes on strike?
That's my problem. The strike is for what? Another money from the federal government.
Yeah, of course. Oil money. No, we say another money from another oil money, because the money is coming from another sector. Your sector is dying. Instead of you to borrow from the other sector to make it well, you think the federal government, no, the money you are asking from the federal government is coming from another sector. Education sector is a different sector from the oil sector. So when you say agri sector, even people when they agree, when they make money, we came on this show and we said agri alone, Holland makes 100 billion from agri produce every year. They export 100 billion. Our total this is not rich.
The problem started when we start hoping and putting all our hope in the oil.
Now say that meeting when they hope, may they bring that man when start to the pay dodgy. Now go first come. Go on first come. Go on. You don't see that is
not oil. Yes. It looks as if it's not oil, then we can't really make any money from it.
That's it, my daughter.
Because you cannot tell me that the agricultural sector will not give us money. It's not possible. We're supposed to make money,
Mary. As well. Big money can come from agri. Huge, bigger.
If the whole entertainment sector is handled by individuals, you know the government has even put in their efforts in the entertainment.
What did I say now, Mary? If NTA start to say today, say, okay, all the films we are making in Hollywood, bring it here. I will buy them and I will show it to Nigerians. Mary, do you know how much NTA will be making? NTA will have subscription, more advert will come to them. There will be so much money at NTA. Now the money is going to Netflix. Netflix will come and buy the film and sell it back to us. Or Amazon Flex. With the Flex, will be Nollywood. God no punish us reach there. Will they think? Some of us they think.
Oh, no. And these filmmakers are making their money. The money that the government has
out of us. No, we can do better. The problem is so clear. It's glaring, but we don't want to look at it. From the time when Gowon say we took them money, make we pay dodgy. Now that time, we can't get entitlement. Every Nigerian thinks the money is my own. May they bring and make a chopper. So if they make you the chairman of West African Examination Board, all the school fees, all the money you collect as exam fees, what do they do with them? The government still pay them. Maybe think the oil money still pay them. When you say government, they pay me. Oil money still used to solve the problem. Because that's the Gowon saying pay dodgy to them. There's always to dodgy, they still dodgy today. The dodgy Gowon introduced in those days, it's still there. The dodgy is what we pay to NTA. If not be dodgy, you work the money. NTA, you don't work the money, you say they give you the money. Who are you working for? Are you working for the oil sector or you're working for the entertainment sector? Make your money. That's the language I'm going to preach when I become your president. Anyway, Mary, thank you very much for today. We've said it all. I think those who have ears must have heard us. We've made so much money. We can do better, and God will help us that we'll do better. All right. I wanted you to take a look at the only one paper before, which is the Guardian. But I think time is not on our side. But this guy now, let's look at this spot a little bit, Mary. This what do you call him? This Ademola. Look, man.
Let me see.
What did happen? He's always in the news. He seems to be the foremost Nigerian player of the time.
Okay, the Punch Sports. Okay. But this is your man now. You talked about him now. When I think when Nigeria played the other match, they lost to I think Rwanda, right?
No, it's not my. In fact, the person that caused most of those goals, now Nigeria was scoring, was that guy from the left flank. Was it Moses? You understand? You cannot go to a football field without a creative player. It doesn't work. When a creative player, they dribble, like a coach, they dribble, go pack the people, the defense, go disorganize the defense, then they go pass the ball. Then the striker have chance to strike. This one, when they play 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, how you go to score? Nobody is creative. That's why you don't win a competition without number 10. I said it again and again.
Okay, Benin Republic, not Rwanda. The one Nigeria lost to.
There's no number 10. We need a number 10. We need a Okocha. Okocha was even too much of a gambler. That's why. But the den of Omakashi led us to go and win competition. It was not Yekini scoring the goal. It was the creative work of Daniel Mokashi. And those are the things any reasonable coach will do. Anyway, I congratulate this young man. They like him so much. I like you too. But we need a more serious number 10 for Nigerians to succeed. Anyway, Mary, that is where we're going to end the show today, so that we just put some of the things on the headline. And we'll be here tomorrow, and we will do the same thing again. But I hope that Nigerians get this message from us. But before I go, normally, Mary, I'll let you to say the last thing to Nigeria. What do you have to tell them today?
Please, health, they said these words. Let's put also our energy, not just in the oil sector, which we've been doing for a couple of years. We should also put our energy on the health sector, because this unavailability of drugs and lack of care as regards the health sector is really, really telling on us. They should do something. Just like what one of our viewers actually said, that everything is dying because of corruption. If we keep on giving room for corruption, things can never and will not get better in the country. So one thing I want to say is, let's keep doing things right in the country. Let's learn to do things in the right way in the country, so that the country can actually get better. Because if the country gets better, it's going to be good for me and you. Won't start running, just like that the Chris that is not in Nigeria, right? So they are running away. He's not in the country.
I swear.
I'm talking about Jackpot, that the Chris is number 1, because if Jackpot is not in the country. I'm talking about we in Nigeria that understand the system of Nigeria, how we can actually get things done. We are not going anywhere. We are here. You get? So since we are here, let's try to do things right in a better way that will be good for me and you. That's what I have to say.
Thank you very much, Mary. Mary don't curse me. He say, my people say when they won't curse you, they go praise your papa. He say your papa don't be like this, your papa like this, so that, but she don't even go by. People remind me that be the one Jackpa. But they work for home, but true say I be Jackpa. True to Jackpa na Jackpa. Whether you like give her any name, Jackpa na Jackpa.
Because you're not here. You're not here.
Mary Jackpa na Jackpa. Whether you call her Mo, refine her Mo, Jackpa na Jackpa. I'm so happy, number 1. I agree. But the truth is, today, Nigerians, as we talk, pick from it. You know, from the time Gowon started to pay Udoji, problem entered the country. The truth is, we as a government, I don't know, we as a people were making money. The only one we remember, we talk about is the oil money. Because now that one government they share among the senators, among the governors, among the, among this, if I know they share. But what we fail to realize is, what of the money that NTA is generating? I'm talking about paracetamol, so tomorrow I'll go to other areas. What about the money NTA is generating? What about the money the hospitals are generating? What about the money the universities are generating? What about the money even JAM? These small, WAEC, they are bodies that are set up. They do collect some fees. What happened to those money? If those money are put to good use, you find there will be less burden on the government. And if we choose to tell these bodies to be productive, like the universities in the UK are now productive, or the hospitals in India are now making money for the state, and then NTA now begin to make money for us, because NTA is in a unique position. We cannot continue to use oil money for every little thing. We should be more systematic. We should be more strategic, and it should be intentional. That is what the boys in the House of Reps should be talking about today. How to make our law to change from Udoji, which Gowon started, that Udoji mentality which Gowon started, into a new era of productivity, where the money that is made at NTA is put to good use to maintain NTA, where the little money collected in our hospitals are used. Like I always say, if a maker chemist can survive, if your private hospital can survive, there's no reason why the government hospital will not survive. In fact, we should be doing better. And that is where I want to say, it would be better if we get there, like Mary said, not those of us who have Japa, but whether I Japa or not, I've been Nigeria. That's where I end it. So until now, Mary Nafikir, I go beat her for back, I swear. Can't be connection television say that maybe number one Japa, I go beat her. All right, guys, that's where I end it. So Mary, I'll see you tomorrow. And until that, and thank you very much for making your contribution. We agree with you, Mr. Solomon. Our problem, 90% is corruption. The corruption goes from the government down to the people we are appointing, even down to the ordinary man on the street. You get to stop. Goodbye, and see you tomorrow. Bye.
Srtv. Innovative content, global audience.